R.J. Mickens, Andrew Makuba, Cade Klubnik, Noble Johnson, Ian Reed, Harris Sewell, and now Corian Gipson. Clemson is landing a lot of talent out of the very, very talent-rich and football-crazy state of Texas, and Corian Gipson's the latest. He comes from Lancaster, Texas, which is a South Dallas suburb. He was deciding between Clemson, Texas, and Ohio State. As late as just a few weeks ago, On3 was saying it was 90+% he was going to Texas. Last I checked, it was still over 60% Texas. But the original thoughts and the crystal ball from Wilfong and Anna Adams were right. He heads to the Clemson Tigers, where he'll be coached by Mike Reed, arguably the best cornerbacks coach in the country. Incredible record of sending guys to the NFL in the early rounds, and he could be one of the next ones in that line. He is rated 4-star by all the services. He's a composite 9.6, 2.6, which is really high. It makes him the third highest rated prospect offense or defense in Clemson's 2024 class, just behind Bryant Wesco and Sammy Brown, the linebacker. So big addition to this class. He's the number 7 cornerback in the class nationally. Really comparable to both Pride and Jeadyn Lukus, who were the 7th and 8th ranked cornerbacks in the 2022 class. He joins Tavoy Fegan, who's the number 22 ranked cornerback in this class. So Clemson's got 2, plus they've got Ashton Hampton, who is listed as a safety, but based on his tape, I thought he was awesome at cornerback. He's a 3-star, but I'm really high on him. Definitely check out my video on Ashton Hampton as well. If you're not already subscribed to this channel and you haven't seen it, go check out the channel and find it. Even though 3 stars, kid out of Tallahassee, I thought he looked really impressive. Again, 3 things I look at. 3 things I look at when I am evaluating an incoming player. I do think the rating matters. I think it matters a lot. A lot of people say throw it out, it doesn't matter. I completely disagree. I think it's really helpful. But you also look at offers. And Corian Gipson had an Alabama offer, and then obviously Texas and Ohio State. Really impressive. And then I look at the tape. And on the tape, he looked like a guy who's a great cover corner. He's 6 foot, 170, and coming in, Nate Wiggins and Sheridan Jones will probably be leaving. Hopefully Nate Wiggins has that year that's so good he can't justify coming back for a senior year. The NFL loves to draft cornerbacks early, so it makes sense for them to leave early. If they have a chance to be drafted that high, of course. And then Sheridan Jones will exhaust his eligibility, and hopefully he has that year, kind of like Mario Goodrich, where he ends on a high note and gets drafted. So he will come in, and Pride and Lukus will be the guys when he comes in 2024. But he can potentially provide depth. One real positive to his game is speed. He has a 100-meter time of 10.73 seconds, which is great. That's I'm not a track guy, so that doesn't mean anything to me off the just raw. So for some comparisons, Gideon Davidson, the 2025 track star running back commit to Clemson, he was talked about a lot for his speed. He ran at 10.69, so basically the same. Of course, these are all like their best numbers. So he's really, really fast, kind of in that same vein. He runs a couple different track events for Lancaster High School. So I'm looking for him. He's like Toriano Pride, and kind of in that mold. And I'm hoping in his first year he could provide depth like Pride did last year. Hopefully he's not thrown into the fire due to a lack of depth and injuries, quite like Pride was. But cut his teeth the first year, and then he's got a chance to be a major contributor as a sophomore. It's a really, really big ad for Clemson, a big win, and I think just make it even better. It's just how much success they're having in Texas. They had some time where they were trying to pull talent out of California with DJ Uyunglele, Joe Ngata, Bo Collins. Bo may be a stud receiver this year, but by and large, that pipeline sort of didn't work out. Attention has really shifted to Texas, and these guys they're bringing in are already starting to pay dividends, especially Mickens, Makuba too. So all great stuff there. Up next, Tigers still need some offensive line help unless they're going to go in the portal, not this year, but the following. Then they're going to need to take some guys, even if they're developmental prospects. Ideally, you'd like to see them have 4 in the class, and they only have 1. But they've got to take at least 1 more, ideally 2 more if they can find guys who are fit. Again, otherwise you got to go to the portal, not this year, but the next year. linebacker possibly, especially with TJ Dudley being dismissed from the team. There is a transfer out of Northwestern, given their hazing scandal. A guy named Nigel Glover was a 4-star. He's somebody to consider. Bring him in, maybe redshirt him. That's something to consider. And then maybe another defensive end if they can get the right guy, and maybe a wide receiver with Will Taylor leaving, maybe bringing a slot guy. So still some news to come there on the recruiting front. But ACC Media Days is right around the corner, and then season preview time. So again, if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe to this channel. We should have some really good season preview content. I'm breaking it up: rushing offense, rushing defense. I'm going to rushing offense, passing offense, defense. I'm going to bring some guests on to talk about all of it. So again, please subscribe. Hope you enjoy this. Be sure to leave your comments below and like this video if you enjoyed it. Thanks again.